stream. I might try and cut down the episodes on YouTube, so if you're watching this, you might not be part 2, but for the stream purposes, it is part 2. So yeah, I'm sorry, I meant to stream last night. My internet was kind of poopy, so yeah, I couldn't really do that. And so yeah, we'll see. I'll stream for a little bit. Definitely wanna. I apologize to my internet. You know, normally it works fine. I have no idea what the hell happened. So yeah, let's jump into some Kingdom Hearts. I also have some anecdotes or some stories that I will try and talk about just to kind of help fill time. And I hope that's fine. Unless, I mean, I figure you guys want to hear me talking.
Maleficent! Maybe they really did finish her off.
And again, during cutscenes, I'll try to be quiet. I mean, it's not that I'm not paying attention, but I also like the story as well, and I want you guys to be able to enjoy it without me talking over Pete here. But if I am in the middle of something, I'll probably try and finish it up before stop talking and whatnot. Maybe I'll start talking just over the cutscenes. I don't know. I'll figure it out, you know.
It's Hollow Bastion.
Gorge, looks kind of different now.
I hope you and the kid are doing okay.
Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have to do some fighting.
Here we are, Hollow Bastion. Oh, hey, look, a puzzle piece. Okay, so I don't have to, like, do anything.
Yeah.
I know my personal, when I first played this, I was like, wow, surprised we're going to Hollow Bastion, like, so soon, you know, because, I mean, in Kingdom Hearts 1, Hollow Bastion was kind of like the more end point of things. I mean, we can look at accessories, see what we can buy. Ability ring, man, really care. Gave you a crap ton of freaking ability with it. I tend to not buy things. I might just because I want to be a weirdo and a completionist, but I mean, the weapons I do buy, don't get me wrong, but everything else I try not to, just because just because you'll find quite a bit in chests and whatnot, so I feel like it's not super worth it. I mean, honestly, money. I mean, you're not really buying potions and stuff either way, so. You hand it over. Obtain elixir for completing the collection. It's just telling me like all the stuff that I collected, you know, all that fun stuff. I actually like how they reorganized it now. Now you can look at all your materials. Material log is just, you know, all the shit that you have. Lists is any like for certain achievements you get, you know, for bringing 5 type materials, I think 10, all of them, you know, you get the various different things. Recipes, currently we have nothing. Are you sure it's nothing? We have nothing, okay, so, and then you, conversely to, I think, Kingdom Hearts 1, you get Moogle points, or EXP here for each crafting one, and I think you can make the same one, but just for less experience. Again, see, like, I mean, like this stuff, like, I mean, I never really buy tents, I never really use ethers, so yeah, I mean, honestly, I should just buy the armor just because what else am I gonna use it for? But you know, it is what it is. Ankle Squid, or who? He's Uncle Donald, a business tycoon. Before the Heartless showed up, he traveled the world on the gummy ship with the king. He was helping to set up a traffic system.
A transport system.
Fuck, I don't even remember. It's been a while since I've seen, I think it was DuckTales or oh my god, I can't remember off the top of my head what cartoon he was in. I remember watching it, I can't remember what it was called. Why, if it isn't Donald and Goofy, hello lads. Hey, with all the look, you all look healthy and hearty. So do you, Uncle Scrooge. Ah, if only I were. I want to see if I can rate my old favorite old time. I'd make billions if I just got it right. Terrible. So for those of you that have either played Kingdom Hearts or either played or watched Kingdom Hearts 3, 5, 8, or 2, or paid attention to the beginning of the... Actually, no, they don't actually tell you the time, but it's pretty obvious what ice cream you should get there. I'm not gonna say what it is until we get to it, but if you think a little bit on it in terms of ice cream flavors that have been set in the game, it kind of narrows it down to one specific thing.
Hey, what's going on?
That's the town's defense mechanism.
Yuffie!
Look out!
Oh, nobodies. I also really like the battle theme. It's a little bit more upbeat. They changed it to, I think, from World War. But, you know, I guess we'll get it. What was I going to say? I also like fighting here because the defense system sort of helps you. What was I going to say?
Hey, you guys! I see you're still in top
one
form.
thing I definitely like about...
What'd you expect?
Maybe not...
Looks like you're doing okay.
Donald and Goofy, because I think they
Well,
kept...
what
they
did
just
you
keep the same
expect?
outfits. But a lot of the characters that you do see
Great.
again, they...
Hey, Yuffie. Have you seen the King and
updated their
Riku?
appearance, and I really like that in games.
Nope.
Like, you know, because, you know, time moves forward for everyone, so why would they keep the same outfit?
But I had a feeling I'd see you guys again.
We may never meet again, but we'll never forget each other.
Is that supposed to be Leon? Everybody's working on stuff over at Merlin's house. Come on.
They got a map of the place, cool beans. So I'm gonna grind a little bit and talk a little bit about some of their magic increase and AP, but I'm kind of have a shit ton of AP at the moment, so not super important at the moment, but it's there if we need it. And again, I really like that the defense system kind of helps you. I honestly think it's like they did a pretty good job, like in terms of a quote-unquote starting world, because you kind of have this defense system helping you out quite a bit. For those of you Kingdom Hearts, I don't think Kingdom Hearts is particularly difficult, but I know everyone plays differently, plays games differently. So while we are grinding, it's such cool. It's cool. Well, thanks for watching. I mean, yeah, it's cool. Like, I mean, hey, you should be paying attention to school, in my opinion, but, you know, it is your life. I'm not going to complain. I will also be, like I said, I'll be, hopefully, if my internet stays alive, I will be streaming when I get home from work tonight. I'll be streaming probably more of this, maybe some Dead by Daylight. I probably will save my Dead by Daylight and those type of things until my off days, just because I am a loud person. And I get off at work pretty late, like midnight-ish time, and I don't want to wake up my roommates and whatnot with my moans and screams, so I think I might hold off on those until, you know, like I said, ooh, there's a little puzzle piece. Yeah, I don't want to wake them up, so I might just hold off on those until my off days, or maybe like, because I don't go work until later, so maybe like during the day or something, you know, before work or something. I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know what works best. Good AP boost. Again, I asked my friend, do you ever use those for anyone other than yourself? And they say sometimes. I personally don't, because oftentimes they're dead. Or so I think I probably need Soar for that one. I'm not too worried about it. I'll come back with it once we have Soar and all that fun stuff. Heck of buffering. Okay. So let's go into Merlin's house. Let's see what everyone's been up to.
Meet the Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee.
We missed you.
Well, if you ain't in top shape.
I knew it.
Knew what?
A while back, everyone suddenly remembered you guys, all at the same time.
Underwear.
You remembered? Wait,
I'm
does
confused
that mean
by
you
that.
forgot about us?
Thanks.
So where have you guys been all this time?
We were sleeping.
Where? In cold storage?
Oh, I should have used
matter.
Valor
This is
my
great.
bad.
Everyone's together again.
So, we're trying to find Riku and the king. Have you seen him? Right.
Sorry,
I
but
think
let us know
Sid
if there's
has a
anything we
voice
can do to
actor for
help,
once
okay?
now.
Okay, thanks.
Don't go thanking us just yet.
Hollow Bastion's got a problem. A big problem.
You mean like nobodies? And heartless?
That's right.
Sounds like you could use our help.
Then let's cut to the chase. Sora, Donald, Goofy, we were hoping the three of you might give us a hand around here.
I think Leon has the same voice actor.
Like
But
we're
I
gonna
think
say
Sid
no?
is definitely new.
I forgot who I'm dealing with.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Just think of it as a sort of Leon compliment.
I'm confused by what emojis you're sending here. You need to be a little bit more clear with your
Follow me
emojis.
to
I
the
don't know what
Bailey. There's something you need
white
to say.
underoos mean and what wrecked means. Did you wreck my underoos? Is that what you're trying to say?
Oh, I thought it was you. Right on time.
It's Merlin!
Just
Sora
random
and the
emojis
gang
like
said they're
that.
gonna
Okay.
help out.
That works too.
Splendid. We'll count on you.
Right.
Right.
Ah, yes. Did you give them the cards, dear?
Oh,
The card. Oh, yeah, I forgot what does it give you? Oh, yeah, it gives you like a membership
Here.
card.
they're presents for you. Leon thought you might like to have them.
I think Aerith has a new voice actress. I can't remember if she talked in Kingdom Hearts 1. But
Hollow
she sounds really
Bastion
different.
Restoration Committee honorary member.
Membership cards!
Kinda cool, huh?
Hey, thanks, Leah. Huh? Oh no! We're supposed to be at the Bailey.
Just a moment, Sora. What about your magic? Huh? Oh, that's right. Maybe. Oh fuck! I need to do voices. Jesus, sorry. I'm not used to the text in this game. I figured that a lot of it was going to be voice acted, so I'm sorry. I need to do voices. That is completely my fault. I'll get back to the voices. Well, what am I gonna do to you? I suppose I can lend you a few spells, but be careful with them. Thanks, Merlin.
Kill a Bailey and fast.
I think he gives you fire, which is a little different in this game. So we got the membership card. He gives you blizzard, unleash ice element target. Blah blah blah. L1 for shortcut. After full consumption. So I actually don't know if it. Magic is definitely a lot more fluid in this game than it was in earlier Kingdom Hearts games. Oh hey, look, another thingy. Might need. Sadly, might need high jump for this one. Let's see. Nope, we got it. Yeah. Let's look at our puzzle real quick. Yeah. So blah blah blah. That's what it looks like when it's full. I think it's saying if you want it to be MP charge, what the fuck, etc. I think it's just saying, wow, you're so smart, oh my god. Let's look at our puzzle pieces real quick. Puzzle mode, awakening. Looks about right so far, and probably these are the top pieces, especially considering they have a red outline on their puzzle pieces, so odds are that's where they go. I'm not sure if they're in a specific order, but you know, we'll make do with it. Jesus Christ, it's a slow regen comparatively to Kingdom Hearts 1, but it is what it is. Let's see, things that I wanted to talk about. So on my way to work, I watch Philip DeFranco show. He's on YouTube. He's like a news outlet of sorts. Really much more interactive way of watching your news, in my opinion. I personally really enjoy it. You all have your own ways of enjoying news, I assume. And there's been quite a few stories that I kind of want to touch on. Some of them has to do with streaming. Other ones are just personal takes on it, and I definitely want to know what you guys think as well. So,
look at that.
This part, whew, I love this part later in the game.
We want to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. Who knows? Maybe even something better. There's still a lot to do, but I'm sure we can handle everything. Except for that and that.
I'll get more into that once we have kind of more time.
We'll handle them.
In between story segments and whatnot, like when I'm grinding for a little bit,
So,
I might
Sora,
just purposely grind.
do you know what's going on then?
My thoughts, and
There's
also
this
get you
guy,
guys' opinions.
Pete, who's been going around plotting with the Heartless. But he's not smart enough to tie his own shoes. The ones we need to worry about are the nobodies.
And those Organization 13 guys in charge, too.
You called?
You're doing well.
Who's that?
This calls for a celebration.
So we get separated for a little bit. I guess this might be a pretty good time to talk about it. We're just gonna be fighting nobodies for quite a bit. One of the stories for stream related specifically, just I mean it's pretty common knowledge, but for those, oh yeah, we're protecting the gates. That's what we're doing. For those of you that aren't aware, anything that you say online or on Twitch is for everyone to see. So if you are having a fight, you're having a private conversation, it's highly recommended either A, you pause your stream, you mute yourself, you do a whole bunch of other things you can do so people don't hear what you're talking about. Just, you know, friendly advice. Christ, I am getting my ass handed to me. I can't, and I can't switch forms right now, sadly. Ripperoni. The reason why I was talking about that specifically, and again, this is pretty good. Oh Jesus Christ! Oh fuck me. Leon, man, you need to start carrying your work, man. I also really love the samurais later on. Their reaction to Command 1 is probably one of my favorite ones. Oh Jesus, I got my ass whooped. Damn. See. Anyways, more time to talk about what I was trying to talk about. Your mini Sailor form just or Valor form. Jesus Christ, falling back into old habits. I apologize. I'll get back to my Twitch story in a bit. But I didn't know this my very first time playing this until I was kind of grinding endgame content type things. But each different form that you get have different level up requirements and different ways that you actually level them up. I figured if you just go into the form, you smack the crap out of it, you kill enemies, that's how you level it up. In actuality, they all have various different things. Some of them do have that as well, but they all have different ones. Valor form in particular is just you get experience for every Keyblade smack while you're in that form. So those of you that didn't know that, I didn't know that my first time around until I actually looked at it. Summoning, I remember, I think you get experience just by how many gauges it uses, so it has a little less of EXP like requirement, so to speak. Just hearing bits and pieces. If you're interested, just feel free to message me on any of my stuff that I have linked on my Twitch, and I'll also recap it there. But yeah, anyways, so just a friendly reminder. Anything that you do say or do, remember, again, even on social media like Twitter and stuff, just remember it is out for the public to always see. My general rule of thumb is, always stay to your convictions. If you say something, own up to it. Don't. I mean, obviously, if it's something hateful, dual stance. Hold on. Ooh, I love that. I love the samurai build that reason right there. A lot of the reaction commands, some of them just feel like you just use them and then they're whatever. Jesus Christ, he just fucking wrecked me. Might as well use my magic because I can't use it on a cure or anything else. So there's the MP charge right there, and we got fire. Here you go. It's a little bit different than Kingdom Hearts 1. I'll go over that once we actually can use it.
A truly marvelous weapon. Were it only in more capable hands.
Show yourselves!
So, sorry, this is just a side note for this, right? Like,
Organization 13!
So they know them as Organization 13, but I wonder if at a certain point... Well, no, I guess they realized...
And here
no, because Riku kills some of them, and Axel kills one, Riku kills two of them. So, at some point in time, they must have counted and been like, wait, actually then Roxas is one of them, and they don't mean him. At some point in time, they must have realized, wait, there's not 13 members in this Organization 13.
Oopsie daisy.
Mind.
Move!
Now, do you think that's polite? Shutting me down like that?
I said get out of the way!
As if. You can talk all you want, but that won't change a thing.
Then we are gonna make you move.
See, that would work if I were just any old dude. Except I'm not. I'm with the organization. Nothing any old about me.
Huh. Tough talk for someone who stood on the sidelines while his nobody flunkies did the fighting.
Oh dear. I think you got the wrong impression.
You gonna cry?
As if. Why don't I remind you how tough the crowd you're dealing with really is?
Remind me?
That's right! He used to give me that same exact look.
I guess you think you can psych me out by saying really random stuff.
Gee, I just don't know. Be a good boy now.
Wait! Yes, he got away.
That was weird. Who gave him the same look?
You know, I think he was just trying to confuse you.
Yeah, you're right. Only one me. The Hollow Bastion Restoration Committee honorary member.
Wow!
Huh?
And then here's
What's
us
this?
locking a keyhole.
Gorge, you think?
I mean, technically for this one, honestly, I personally really like how they do it. Like, he goes into a different area, he finds a certain item, and then that unlocks the keyhole. I really like it. It adds a little bit more personalization, I think, to each of the keyholes. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys enjoyed the early one where you just actually have to find the keyhole, the physical keyhole. But I feel like a more metaphysical one makes more sense.
That must have been the gate Yen Sid talked about.
And one thing I also like is in cutscenes, Sora always has
other worlds are calling.
Default kingdom key.
Organization
Some of you may not
13.
like that. I like it because they don't animate all the keyblades, so sometimes his hands goes into it. I think it looks really dumb sometimes. Kind of immersion breaking, so I appreciate that you're just kind of sticking with Kingdom Key. Secret Anthem Report 7. Again, we're going to read those probably once we have them all. I should get a trophy once I have them all. I might have to be some secret bosses. It might be like Grand Finale or something just before, like in Kingdom Hearts 1. But we will read them all at one point in time. So,
does he really have the power to wield the Keyblade? He's nothing but a boy.
Give him a chance. It means he's straight as an arrow. He's pure of heart. Unlike all of us here.
He had better be, or else he's worthless. I truly hope he's enjoying himself on his adventure. Maybe he'd like a hand to determine his fate.
Hey, as long as it works in our favor, we can let him do what he wants for now. Then we'll all jump in if needed.
Those are bold words coming from you. Are you saying you'll volunteer to take care of it if things go wrong? Huh?
What? Me? No, you have the wrong guy. I'm not comfortable with that.
Okay, so
act as though you have a conscience.
I don't mean to point out random things. Again, so overall, just want you to know, I personally really love Kingdom Hearts 2. I think it's probably right now my favorite Kingdom Hearts. I need to replay the other ones just to be sure. I know there's other things I like in the games. I think I just spent the most time on this one, so I think that's why I have the most favorable impression of it.
They destroy themselves.
But
gentlemen.
I'm one of those weirdos. I like pointing out random little logical things. So this one, so for us, I know us as an audience, we're not supposed to know, quote unquote, because this game came out before 358/2. So technically, we're not supposed to know who the organization members are at this point. But if let's say we were one of those organization members, why would we wear our cloaks during the meeting? Like, that just makes no sense. So it's just one of those things. So we can't go to.
It's gone.
So we can't go to Twilight Town right now. Those are the gates that we're talking about. Pretty much just more gummy mission type shenanigans. So I'm probably gonna do both of them just so I have something to talk about. I don't think I don't have anything right now. I mean, here's the sample blueprints, special models and stuff. I do have to do them for a trophy. I'm just gonna use Highwind for right now, but later on I have to grind out, sadly, all the trophies, which is gonna be lots of fun. Anyways, back to the stories that I want to talk about right now. So one of the things is, let's just at least look at it one time before I skip it forever. I think it looks super cool. Once you get later gummy ships, it looks even more cooler. It looks better. And it looks a little goofy because I suck at designing things. I just add guns pretty much, and add like. So if you saw my Kingdom Hearts 1 playthrough, you saw how crazy my my gun ship pretty much just had like it was pretty much guns, a cockpit, and a fucking engine essentially. Well, it had some other things, but it was weirdly shaped. I didn't bother designing it. I should have if I honestly wanted to, but you know, tomato, tomato. Treasure list, you know, all that fun stuff. So let's do this. Oh, hold on. I think there's I'm gonna do full auto because I don't want to mash my button. Vibration, device lock, blah blah. So now if I just hold X, I can do that. So I definitely think this is much more fun than in Kingdom Hearts 1. Definitely, overall, it's much more enjoyable in my opinion. I could be wrong. Oh fuck. But I really enjoy it personally, much more than Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1, it was very slow in my opinion. I mean, this can be sort of slow as well, but it feels more faster paced, so I appreciate it a little bit more. Anyways, back to the story that I was trying to get to earlier. Yeah, so anything that you post online, just remember it is. So there's one of the treasures that we can get. But yeah, just be aware. You know, anything that you do post online, can be seen by anyone and seen by anyone, regardless of how small you think your stream may be. Like even me, I have a very tiny community following me currently, but you know, I post as if, you know, lots of people are watching, because I don't want to regret anything. Anything I say, I fully stick by, or I will apologize for hurting your feelings. If I feel I need to apologize. But the things I want to touch on, there was I should look up the name. Philip DeFranco's Big Monday episode covered it pretty well. Covered where a Twitch streamer was showing domestic violence while they were streaming. I don't know. I think they were streaming Fortnite or something. They're streaming, and then yeah, they were physically abusive to their spouse or their significant other. I'm not sure what they were, girlfriend, whatever. And so just be aware of that. Also, if you know anyone that's going through physical abuse, that's going through domestic violence, things of that nature, you know, feel free to make sure you tell them that there is help available. There's no harm in it. Yeah, I know we you know, it's better to reach out to a friend, and better safe than sorry, because sometimes, you know, being in those types of situations, you may often feel helpless. You may feel like you don't like it's hard for you to get help and whatnot. So yeah, try and help anyone you know that may be struggling through those types of things. Sorry, I am. But yeah, just remember that you are, if you're streaming, anything you say, anything you do can be captured by your mic, your camera, your whatever. So just be aware of that. And it can turn into evidence in your trial. Submission 1 and Mission 2 unlocked. I have to do those eventually. I might save these for if my internet goes down, so I have stuff to do, because I didn't want to play Kingdom Hearts 2, but since I didn't have anything available, I didn't want to not capture any story moments for you guys in some way. So here's any other thing, skill upgrade, and I think it just increases like the. I'll look into it real quick, because I'll do the other one just for funsies. But yeah, but yeah, I just wanted to yeah, if you know anyone that is, like I said, going through that situation, try and reach out. Oh snap! Did not mean to do that one. Editor, I'll close. Close editor. Sorry, high wind level 2. Okay, so this one has the healing upgrade. Overall, it looks like it's better in every regard. So I might still just use it for now, so I don't have to build the ship. I probably will build a ship, but I won't do that on the stream. and I'll let you guys see my masterpiece, my emerald plane, whatever I want to call it. Anyways, yeah. So if you know anyone going through domestic violence, I know there was some controversy about like she was kind of antagonizing, and I will say, I mean, if you're in a relationship, don't. Honestly, I think your best bet is just to find help, get out of the situation. Because if you know they're physical, their odds are they're going to continue being physical. And I'm not saying to put up with it. I'm just saying get help. There are resources out there for all of you. If you're going through it, you know someone's going through it. There's no shame in it. Just say like, you know, this is what's happening. And you know, just get the help you need. You know, there's tons, like I said, there's tons of resources out there. No one wants you to be in that kind of situation. Life's hard as it is. You don't need to be in an abusive situation to make life harder for you. And if you have children or those natures, just think of them first. You know, everyone. I'm not a parent myself, but I know where I currently stand now in terms of if I had children now, I wouldn't want them in an abusive relationship. I'd much rather be a single parent, be able to take care of them myself, let them have a loving home versus be in kind of an abusive relationship where they are afraid. That's kind of how I sort of grew up a little bit. I'm not going to get too much into that, but it can affect your children quite a bit. So yeah, just like I said, just get your help if you need it, and remember, anything you say, post on Twitter or stream in general can be posted online. So just be aware of that for those of you that maybe don't stream often, or just think you're such a tiny community that you know, no one will ever look at this. You know, so just something to be mindful of. And again, if you're going through a situation, please get help. Again, life sucks in general. We don't need to. It doesn't need to be any worse than it already is. So as a tangent to that one, there was also recently about the I posted on Twitter yesterday about it, but Kevin Hart got offered to host the Oscars, and I was like, wow, that sounds really cool, right? So it looks like the Red Bull wants to drop the treasure. But then he got people were going through his old tweets talking about like how he may be homophobic and things of that nature. And I started thinking about it. You know, a lot of in kind of our day and age, it seems like everyone wants, you know, you should be accepting of all faith, all things, all walks of life, and to a degree, I agree with that. You know, I personally believe if they aren't affecting you directly in some way, i.e., you know, like if a gay person isn't like hitting on you, if they aren't, you know, like if they aren't being in your face about it. I mean, most couples in general don't display quite a lot of PDA in public, even man and woman. I personally think unless they are directly affecting you, I don't think you should, you know, get in the way of someone's happiness. They're allowed to love whoever they want to. Again, life is tough as it is, and yeah, life's tough already. So if you have someone that you deeply have a connection for, and they make you happy, hey, power to you. Don't let anyone stop you in that regard. Like, you know, true to yourself, be happy, and that's great. Don't get me wrong. Again, I fully am with that. Now, what I think that people, I don't think you should be held to a large standard if it's in your past, especially if you've moved on from it. I think there should be, you know, people should be able to recognize, like, hey, this was me, or this was me in my 20s. I said some pretty things. I was young, and I know that's not like the best excuse, but honestly, we all do evolve as a person. You know, we interact with different people. They change your view on things. You learn more. You experience more, and slowly your values do change. Sometimes they change for the better. Sometimes they change for the worse. And if they still are, you know, being very anti-accepting of a certain belief, certain lifestyle, then yeah, I mean, they should, you know, if they want to be if certain places have certain requirements for those things, then yeah, I think they should either not post publicly about it in like on Twitter, if they're trying to go for that thing. Like Kevin Hart, for example, they wanted him to apologize for his past tweets, and he said no, because, and I personally agree with what he did, I don't think you should have to make a formal apology for your past. He said he moved on from it, and I think the main thing that stood out to me in his apology was that he said no matter what, he would love his son, and I think that's honestly what matters the most, is that again, we're supposed to be accepting of all things, but I think what we also failed to take into account is we're all very different people. You know, we all have different values, different beliefs, different whatever. So just because I'm supposed to be accepting of it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to be put off by certain things. Like I personally would love. I completely accept gay people. If it, you know, if it's your, I'm just gonna do another one just so I can keep talking, and then we'll go into Beast Castle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. We'll do mission 2. Why not? I think Falconer are designed with weapons instead of weapons versus like maneuverability and all that fun stuff. And yeah, like personally, I'm very accepting of multiple lifestyles. If you're gay, transgender, whatever, straight, whatever, you can do you whatever you need to do to be happy in this life. Do it. I'm completely of that mindset. However, I know if I had a gay son, I'm not gonna lie, I'd probably be a little off, not off-put necessarily, but I'd probably be like a little confused on, you know, on how to quote unquote raise him. I know he's still, and again, I would still love my child to the fullest. But again, it doesn't mean that it wouldn't take me. I wouldn't be like, oh snap, they're gay. You know, it would still take a moment, and I would still love them no matter what. And I think that's the crucial thing that we all need to remember. We're all, just because we're accepting of all things doesn't mean that we're all immediately gonna, you know, just happy dory, accept everyone. And again, Kevin Hart apologized for what that's no longer who he is. He was making, and again, comedians I think are kind of pressure. There have been comedians in the past that, you know, I certainly disagree with the jokes they made, but again, when it comes to comedians specifically, they're not saying these jokes from a hateful place. They're usually saying it because they're trying to get a laugh. They're trying to, you know, their job is fuck, I failed. Their job is to make people laugh and whatnot. I'll try it again. If I fail, I'll just go to Beast Castle. Their goal is to make people laugh. So a lot of jokes, a lot of comedians in general, they have a rule, like, you know, they're not trying to be, you know, PG or like be, you know, like quote unquote friendly when they make certain jokes. Like they're, and I can agree with that, because I feel like certain things people are a little bit too sensitive when it comes to. I think we all need to toughen up a little bit in terms of how we receive things. But anyways, back to the specific Kevin Hart thing. I don't think, like, I mean, it's not, again, he said he would love his child, and I think that's ultimately the matter, because like I said, personally, I can only mainly speak from my, how I would react in that situation. It may not be right to some of you. It may be, I'm just explaining my logic behind it. I know I would just be put off a little, not necessarily put off, but I'd be just taken aback, and I'd be like, okay, I need to kind of figure this out. Like, okay, do I need to do anything differently? Do I need to change my standards a little bit, like of what to expect? You know, certain different things. And again, no matter what, I would still love my child no matter what. And again, Kevin Hart in his multiple times he addressed his tweets about the correct. I have to wait until I'm stronger or until I have better ship. I think that's what matters. As long as you love your child, no matter what, I think that matters. And we all have different values, different beliefs, different whatever. And I like I said, I would love my child no matter what. doesn't mean that I wouldn't be taken aback by at least a little bit, and then we can move forward from it. So I don't think he's
sort of gloomy,
homophobic, and again, I don't think you should be held to your past tweets. People, they evolve from experiences. They meet new people. They share their own beliefs. Everyone had different backgrounds growing up, different values instilled in them, different quote-unquote norms.
Maybe we should check up on him.
Like mine, for example, I expect, like, if I have a child that they'll probably be straight, but if they end up gay, hey, I had an expectation. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to it. Similarly to, like, if you have other expectations in general, just life's hard as it is. I don't think we should make a big deal about it, because again, he never, at least to me, I could be wrong. I'm not gay, so maybe I view his jokes differently, but it never seemed like he was coming from a hateful place. He just was making, I think, again, comedians, I think, are in that special place where they're just making jokes to make people laugh. That's their whole goal. And whenever I saw Kevin Hart in his various comedy specials, or online, or in interviews, or in movies and things of that nature, he always seemed like the type of person that wanted to bring people together. And I don't think that's something that's an act for him. I think he genuinely wants people to come together and just laugh. Like, that's his whole deal, and I can respect that. So I think him not being able to host the Oscars, I think that is a surprising thing in general. But if it is the Oscars, I understand why. Similar to the James Gunn thing, where he got fired from Marvel because of his past tweets, I think there should be, if someone apologizes for them, and says, hey, this was my past, but I've moved on, I think we should give them the benefit of the doubt and show that they have actually moved on. At the same time, I don't think that we should purposely try and go back to their past and be like, oh, look, in 2008 you said yada yada. What do you have to say for that? No, I think you should be able to see them in their current self, evaluate them as they are now, and see if those beliefs have still. And if they aren't, I don't think that you should necessarily apologize for past things. Again, I could be wrong. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this subject. I could be wrong. That's my view. I could be wrong. If I offended any of you, know that I'm just speaking from a place. I'm just trying to create a dialogue.
Just in time.
Do not be upset. I do not mean to offend anyone by anything I say. So I would like, just tell me how you guys all feel. For Twitch, I think you can still leave comments and things. If you're watching this on YouTube, just leave a comment. Let me know. Honestly, I'm legitimately curious on how you guys feel about this. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I personally think what matters is that you care for your child. And again, in his specific case, he said no matter what, he would love his child.
Gee, do you think he maybe forgot who we are?
Depending on where you fall in the spectrum
must be up.
of what a gay person is, in terms of are they born gay or they turn gay, or eventually just quote unquote discover that they're gay, whatever. However I'm not going to get into that. But wherever you fall on that spectrum, you may. Some people may feel as if they quote unquote failed if they made if their child ended up gay. And again, I don't think that's necessarily wrong, because we all have different values. And as long as you care for your child, you're not putting them down for their new who they're coming out to you as. I think that's fine. We're all allowed to. We're all different people. We're all allowed to have different their beliefs, different values. And I feel like as long as you're not trying to advocate against it necessarily, I think we're allowed to have even views that go against the norm. I think as long as you're not actively promoting such views or trying to put other people down, like saying oh, if you're gay, you're gonna go in hell, things like that. I personally don't agree with it. Now, if you just say I just don't agree with it with gay people in general because of religious reasons, and you say I'm of set faith, I personally just don't agree with it. Hey, you're allowed to feel that way. And if that's as far as it goes, you just say, you know, I just personally don't agree with that. That's as far as it goes. I think that's perfectly fine. But again, if you go to that point where you're kind of actively, you know, maybe you see 2K people and you like push one of them down, you know, you're just very hateful. I think that's a different reaction, not necessarily one, not one that I personally agree with. What is it? I'll get back. There's one more story I want to talk about, and then we'll get back to this. I
just know I saw a lady at the top of the stairs.
Well, if Beast's in the castle, then that lady must have been Belle, right? Yeah, maybe so. Belle might know what happened to Beast too. Come on, let's go find her. But yeah, anyways, that's where I fall on it. I probably was a little bit repetitive. I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys actually like me talking about like other random stories. I might use it to.
Let's go.
Oh my god! Please don't give me a waste of this. Again, this is based off of off smacks. So if I don't smack them hard enough, I'm gonna restart this because, oh my god, I wasted this form. Sorry. I apologize. I'm gonna go to the gummy ship. This is I don't know if they fixed it. Oh fuck. I did not mean to go to the title screen. Wow, I am fucking up left and right. Whoops, not. I think I saved it though at Beastcast. Yeah, I did. Okay. So we're Gucci. We didn't lose anything, honestly. We just I don't know if I talked to him, but okay. He just has the new things. That's great. Let me know if you guys actually like me talking about these new things, or if you want me to focus specifically on Kingdom Hearts specific things, or gamer type things. I personally think, like, you know, just so you get a little bit, it's a little bit more personal. The stream gets to kind of see my beliefs on certain things. If I also see random news stories, maybe I'll make comments on it, or if you have anything to weigh in on, feel free to tell me, like, hey, how do you feel about it? Now, if it's controversial, maybe I not talk about it, but if it's just like, oh, how do you feel on said news story, I'll give you my take. And again, I want to hear how you guys feel all about it, because again, we're all different people. Someone, you know, we may all agree, we all have different, we all look at different things with different levels of importance. So maybe you notice something different, and you take certain things differently than I do, and that's perfectly fine. Again, and I just want to know how you. I honestly I enjoy talking to different people, especially people that have different viewpoints, and just seeing why they have that viewpoint. And again, they may be perfectly justified in that viewpoint. So, actually, let me customize. So I have fire now. I think I'll put Blizzard on this one, and remove you, and potions there. Abilities. And might as well just have it on there, why not? Those don't really get anything. Oh, actually, I need to... I'm put it medium for right now. I'll figure it out in a little bit how to better do that. AP boost. Why not? Drive recovery just gives you, it gives you 3. And I know there's a tinier version, I think, that gives you 1. Or I think this one might be the best one. There's another one I think that maybe gives you like the full on, like it gives you all of them.
Oh, what am I going to do?
Okay.
Donald!
Hi. Who opened the door?
Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Donald.
This brush is so personal, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, now we're getting back to Kingdom Hearts topics here for a little bit before. I'll try and keep it to a minimum at the very least, so that way we can enjoy the game. Maybe when it gets more fillery, I might have to start bringing in these other topics so that way we're not just like, hey, you know what, this is so and so. You know, I'm not just. We have more to talk about, pretty much. So yeah, I might look into that for a bit.
Where's the beast?
Oh, he must be in the West Wing. We don't talk like we used to. Did something happen? Yes. Isn't that why you're here? I guess. I don't know. Not exactly, but we can still help Gorsh. Since we're here and all.
Did he sort of talk to you?
He's been acting strangely. Other ones who might know why are locked up in the dungeon. I want to help, but... Wait a second, who's locked up there? The beast locked up all his servants.
Why?
That's what I don't know. Where's the dungeon? You can get to the Undercroft from the West Hall. The dungeon is down there. West Hall, got it. Be careful. Thumbs up. So I believe this one, usually these big ones are, I think, just maps in general. I think they sometimes have like an armor piece. But it's generally, mega recipe, there we go. These giant ones are generally maps. Or there are maps in them, I should say. Anyways, back to other stories to talk about. I think one of these.
Back off.
Also, for those of you that may play the Kingdom Hearts original, you'll notice Final Mix does also. Oh Jesus Christ! He wrecked my shit. Holy hell! I did not realize he was that strong. Whew. Proud mode does not mess around. Or critical mode, I should say. I gotta remember that. Again, I am also a little bit, I think, under level. I think like 12 for this. I'll go to the gummy ship after this and check it out. Check myself, wreck myself. Actually, that might have been, that might have been a good time to valid for him. Oh well. Okay, so none of these are popping out. Another I want to talk about is, sorry, I'll do a better job of remembering the actual stories. Again, most of these stories are coming straight from Philip DeFranco, his YouTube channel. I recommend it. I personally really enjoy it in terms of getting news. That was a case about if you are no longer so I'll try and look it up. I'm trying to make sure that I get at least the core details right, and those I remember. So pretty much this man is being sentenced to death, and there's a oh, what the hell, Jesus Christ, I am getting my ass handed to me. I definitely need to do some grinding, because I don't know why he wasn't. Normally they get. Jesus. That was my bad. Valor doesn't. Valor. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna do it from way over here. That's faster.
This is it. This is it.
There we go. So also another thing is, as you level them up, oh Jesus Christ, this is no bueno.
Take this. Take this.
So auto Valor, so as you can see, freak, sorry. Oh my god. Alright, I'll be right back. Let me go actually check what level either I'm just sucking and underestimating critical mode like severely, or I am just really underleveled for this. So let's find out. Let's find out what level you're quote unquote supposed to be at this here for. You're supposed to be level 13. I'm level, I think, 8. So we're supposed to go to Mulan first. But, you know, that's for sissies. So we're gonna be big boys. We're gonna put our big boy pants on. And we're gonna power through this. May take a little bit, but we're gonna power through it. Mainly because I like Mulan a little bit more than I like Beast Castle. I personally, what I usually like to play my games is I like to play it from not necessarily worst, but my least favorite to favorite. So that's typically how I like to play it. Like just in general too, like when I used to read comics, for example, the problem is I also don't have Cure, so that makes it a little bit difficult. But anyways, back to some stories, some more. I don't know why. Oh, Circle's not bad to anything. Stupid. Anyways, back to some stories. So this man, I believe he murdered a cop in cold blood and injured a woman. And so the courts are trying to figure out, and he has since lost. He has since been. Sorry, I am terrible multitasking. I'm sorry if I get some of the details wrong. Again, Franco, watch it. It's a special Tuesday. Actually, it's yesterday's so watch the last of that might be a way to know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I gotta like dodge everything that they do.
This is it. Free.
Okay, so we're Gucci. We're doing good. All right, we got one more. We got this. Ooh, that was super scary. Anyways, yeah, a man was put is on death row, and his defense is currently suing that. Can you? I don't know if it's legally insane, but someone that isn't lucid anymore, someone that he has since unable to respond. He's unable to count to or go to say the letters past the letter. I think G is what they said. So mentally, he's not all there anymore. So they're saying, can you put someone who is I'm blanking. It's not necessarily. It's not insanity, but it's not someone who isn't necessarily quote unquote lucid. Can you sentence them and put them to death? But the main issue is that's been decided where you can't do that if prior to the crime that's how they were. So we're level 10, so we're catching up there. All right, we're catching up. Sorry. Anyways, back. You can't put them to if they were quote unquote. I'm just gonna say insane. I don't think it's insane, but or mentally unstable. I honestly can't. I should look it up. But if they were, I'm just gonna say insanity. Sorry if that's wrong. I apologize. Again, look it up. Philip Franco. I'm just trying to make sure so that way you don't think like, oh, he said he was insane, but he's actually blah. No, I honestly can't remember. I don't want to give you the wrong info. Should be on a craft around here. So it's behind that dresser. If you can't obviously tell, the one thing that is clearly different than the rest of the room. They dropped drive orb, so I'm gonna murder them all. If I'm just gonna say insanity for because I can't remember what it actually is at the moment. Then you're not allowed to put it as cruel and unusual punishment. However, this person was lucid prior when he killed him. He was lucid when they sentenced him, and now it's only during the appeal process that he's now insane. So I personally don't. I think he should still be put to death. I don't think just because he's insane now that he should be able to get off on murdering and injuring another person, no less a cop. I think again, if you commit a crime, regardless, you should have to fill out your punishment. You still have to serve out your time for said crime. Brightstone, I could be wrong. Maybe you guys see it as different. Maybe because he's not all there. Maybe he shouldn't be accountable for something he did when he was lucid. Again, I could be wrong. I love to hear how you guys do that. I just think because when he was lucid, when he was mentally there, when he was, perfectly capable. So I'm gonna grind just a little bit right now. I have to take my roommate to work soonish, so I can't do too much story stuff. And again, I might stream again right now. If not, I'll definitely stream when I get off of work. So look forward to that. Large body wrecked my shit. Crap. I meant to show you what that MP charge move was there. Unfortunately, I didn't. My bad. I'll get back to it. Also, there you see when your MP is gone, you do charge up your overdrive, your drive gauge a little bit, and as you level up, it'll increase just substantially. Not fast enough. Honestly, the best way to do it is by orbs that you get from killing enemies and such. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. Again, I think. I have to reset the world so those Heartless will spawn in those specific spots. Sorry. But I think as long as you were lucid when you committed the crime, when the sentencing was laid out, I think you should be held accountable for your crimes. I could be wrong, but that's my reasoning, just because, again, when he... I think because he was mentally there when the crimes occurred, I think he should be held accountable for them, regardless of his current state now. Again, I could be wrong. Other little factors, he might be sentenced to life in jail. Maybe that's more fitting to some of you. I think if they sentenced him to death, I think that they should carry it out regardless of his current status. Obviously, if you're not in coma, there's other circumstances, but I think in this specific case, because he was lucid at the time of the crime, and again at the time of sentencing, I think it should be carried out to its fullest. So let me know. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comments. If you can't let me know because this is a live stream, you're only watching this on Twitter, you don't want to, feel free, or on Twitch, I apologize. Feel free to just message me, follow me on Twitter, message me on Twitter, or if you don't want to follow me, just feel free to just let me know through Twitter, honestly. I love hearing back from you guys, I love talking to you guys, that's why I put those things there specifically. Maximum AP and defense increase, maybe I might not die one hits from these large bodies anymore. We'll find out. I don't want to test it though. Oh, well, I die from one hit still, no matter what. So, yeah, whew, okay. That's interesting. Yeah, and the last story is about... Oh, wow, fuck. Jesus Christ, I have no explanation for that. I'm gonna have a high death count on this one. I will say, even though it's faster, it's definitely damage-wise, they do a shit ton more. So, and again, I don't have cure, so I can't really cure myself. Although, honestly, cure at this point wouldn't really do anything because they're one-shotting me. I can't heal a one-shot, and I don't have, whatchamacallit yet, lucky... No second chance, so I don't have that. Oh my god, that was a little fool. Okay, whatever. I'm definitely gonna grind off camera because this is crazy. So I'm just gonna save it. I'm just gonna cut the stream, and maybe I might stream again in a little bit. But last story I want to talk about was a case in. It was a rape case. Again, I'm sorry. I'll be better with the details. I'll just take notes so I have them there, just at least the bullet points of them. Again, Philip DeFranco. This one was on yesterday's, the last episode. Or last news report that he did on that one. But there was a rape case where a young girl was raped at College University. She was raped, and then she went to the hospital. She found a friend of justice. They went to the hospital. They did a rape kit, all that fun stuff. Not fun. Sorry, I apologize. I don't mean to make light of the situation, but they did that. They eventually arrested him, and then the guy was only sentenced to, I believe, like 6 months probation and like a $400 fine. Essentially just a slap on the wrist, and I think that is completely ludicrous. I think, and additionally, the DAs weren't even at the proceeding, which I think is again ludicrous. And they justified by saying that they didn't want any more victims in the case, and that they said that the case wasn't as solid as they thought it was, or as sure as they thought it was. Although, if they did a rape kit, and they got DNA evidence, if he didn't use protection, obviously, and all that stuff, honestly, I don't see how there's much. Honestly, I can survive that hit. I don't think there's much to debate. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't know court proceedings, so I can be wrong. But they said that they didn't want to go in because it wasn't a sure deal. And I feel if a person is willing to testify for a rape case in that, then the DA should, I think they should be in that process of, should we offer them a plea deal? Should we offer them like this lower sentence? And they should be a part of that. Like, let them know, like, hey, should we even offer this, or do you just want to risk it? Like, do you just want to go all out and try and get the maximum? Because again, it's their life that that was affected and destroyed. Because if you've been a victim of rape or assault or anything, that's gonna follow you for years, regardless of how, not minor, but like even if it was like, maybe just assault, or like just unwanted like kissing or stuff like that, to full on rape, like that will follow you and affect you in so many different relationships and whatnot. And so I think, honestly, the person, the accuser, should be at least involved in it and be like, hey, do you want to offer them this deal? It's not a set case. Certain things could go wrong in the proceedings, so just be aware we might lose it, and he might just be set free. Also, he didn't have to register as a sex offender anymore, and I think they should be a part of it. Now, also, I feel like any form of rape, and even if it is a plea deal, I think that it should be a substantial one, because rape is not something to be taken lightly, honestly. I personally, I'm of the mindset, if someone tells me that they've been raped, I will wholeheartedly believe them. I don't care if I've never spoken to them, if they are brand new off the street, I will tell them. I will believe them. I'll take them to the police station. I'll help them however I can. Do this and that. And I think that's how it should be. And again, if the evidence in this person did as they were supposed to, they went to the hospital, they got a rape kit, they filed a police report, they did all the things in order to possibly prevent this from happening to future people, that the case, regardless of the plea deal, and especially if the evidence is pretty strong, which again, they went to the hospital, they have a rape kit. I'm not sure if they had DNA evidence, like necessarily, because he could have used protection or something of that nature. And again, she was also almost murdered because she was choking on her own vomit and things of that nature, and she was drugged as well. The plea deal should be substantial. It shouldn't be a slap on the wrist, regardless if you're a teenager. Honestly, if you're a teenager, you should have even more, because you shouldn't need to be told not to rape someone. Like, I don't know why a lot of there have been other cases too that I've had. Anyways, there have been other rape cases where the person has gotten off lightly, and I think it's pretty stupid in this day and age, because again, you shouldn't be need to told that to not rape someone. So if you decide to rape someone, you should face a harsh punishment, because again, rape is going to affect someone's life forever. But that's my take on it. I could be wrong. Let me know how you guys all feel about that. Oh, Jesus. And yeah, I'm just gonna cut the stream there. I might be, again, if I don't stream later today, I definitely will tonight. I'll fix my stream schedule on my Twitch because it's currently inaccurate because now I have new working hours. But yeah, let me know. And if you want me to see me stream anything in particular, let me know and I'll stream some of that fun stuff. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on the YouTubes, like, favorite, subscribe, all that fun shenanigans, YouTubey stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.